from what they hear, what they've seen, whispered or out loud. Ben Roethlisberger has some difficult things attached to him, self-inflicted things in a couple of those instances attached to him and attached to his character early in his NFL career. But the fact that so many dudes that played with him, HC, are being bold and loud and proud and attaching a name to it, I wonder exactly what that does say about Ben Roethlisberger. People saw him each and every day for 6 to 7 months during an NFL season.
But like I mentioned, Freddie, that's what happens, though. Those are the can of worms that are opened up when you get in front of a microphone and you say certain things about certain people. Yeah. It opens up a can of whoop ass for people to be able to say certain things about you because you are so vocal about whatever you may be talking about or whatever you're vocal about.
Yeah, that can is as wide open as a Grand Canyon involving Ben Roethlisberger when he played for the Steelers. My man, Harry Douglas. I'm Freddie Coleman. It's the Afternoon Cool, known as Freddie and Harry. And no issues in the Seahawks locker room, except when it came to the word disrespect. The right and wrong of that of their championship run. Next, this is ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and ESPN Plus.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I am grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
My name's Brian Windhurst, and I've seen a lot of good offense in my life. If you're looking to initiate some offense of your own against your high-interest credit card debt, I'm letting you know a SoFi personal loan might be the play. A SoFi personal loan could be quite the triple threat with low fixed rates, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. View your rate for a SoFi personal loan at SoFi.com/offense. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, NA member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply at SoFi.com/offense. NMLS 696891.
News now on 102.7 The Game.
Reporting for Cromwell Media News, I'm Rob Nichols. A Meade County woman is facing dozens of felony charges for alleged severe mistreatment of pets. 50 animal cruelty and torture counts have been filed against 39-year-old Christina Fisher. Authorities say over 40 dogs and 2 cats were seized from filthy and unsanitary conditions at Fisher's property in Vine Grove earlier this month. Most of the animals were found in cages inside a shed with no food, water, or ventilation, according to officials. Senator Mitch McConnell will be working from home for the remainder of the Senate week after being discharged from the hospital. A spokesperson for McConnell first announced last Tuesday the senator experienced flu-like symptoms and had checked himself into a local hospital for evaluation. The longtime GOP leader has been released from the hospital. McConnell's spokesperson says the speaker is feeling better. McConnell's spokesperson also said he was grateful for the outstanding care that he received. The organizers behind one of Louisville's major music festivals are planning to make a full lineup announcement next week. The full artist roster for Bourbon and Beyond will be released next Wednesday, February 18th. The announcement will be made at noon. Announcement party will be held at Whirling Tiger from 5 to 9 p.m. Bourbon and Beyond is happening at the Kentucky Expo Center September 24th through the 27th. Reporting for Cromwell Media News, I'm Rob Nichols.
Need electrical services? Call Bailey Electric. Serving Western Kentucky since 2002. We handle commercial, agricultural, and residential needs. With over 50 years of experience, we're licensed, insured, and ready to help. Bailey Electric, your trusted local electricians.
Support your school with the German-American School Spirit Check Card. With each purchase you make using the card, we make a donation to your participating school of choice. So far, through our School Spirit Card program, we've given back over $300,000 to community schools. Stop in your local German-American bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit Check Card today. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
The 17th annual Holland Kiwanis Gun and Knife Show is coming to the Huntingburg Event Center February 14th and 15th. 200 plus tables of guns, knives, and gun accessories. Saturday 9 to 4, Sunday 9 to 3. Admission just $6. Kids 12 and under, free. Proceeds benefit many local nonprofits and organizations.
And now, Western Kentucky weather on 102.7 The Game.
For the overnight hours, partly cloudy to mostly clear skies. Lows will drop down into the upper 20s to around 30 degrees. And then Friday will feature mostly sunny skies with highs topping out in the mid-50s. We'll notice an increase in cloud cover Friday night with lows dropping down into the mid-30s. And then headed into the weekend, it'll be warm with temperatures topping out in the 50s for both Saturday and Sunday. But rain will be moving in Saturday afternoon and continuing into Sunday morning. I'm meteorologist Michael Fecker with your 14 First Alert forecast.
From the Floor Concept Studios. Legally, we're WLME 102.7 FM, Lewisport, but you can just call us The Game. 102.7. 102.7.
Sir, Clarence. Roger. What's our vector, Victor? Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Live at 5.
It's Live at 5, and it's brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtree, FWHlegal.com. And now, your host for Live at 5, Stephen A. Turner.
What's up and welcome to Live at 5, brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtree. That's one call for injury law, FWHlegal.com. Stephen A. Turner here in the Floor Concept Studios with Coach Vic Evans.
What's up, man?
Can't hardly see you over there behind this massive trophy.
I don't even get the top of the trophy.
Like, you should have put that in front of me.
I should have.
But no, we got a national champs in the house today. Got a big Live at 5 lined up for you. We're going to talk a little Van Etten Pitmaster barbecue sauce, LA 5 with super regional conversation.
A lot of it.
Jalen put a nice article out there on OwensboroRadio.com about the upcoming regional tournament and the rumors of spreading a little bit of super regional talk. So we'll dive into that, talk a little bit about KWC. That's where we'll be tonight on WBIO at 7:45.
Looking forward to it. That's a big one tonight.
2 big games. Yeah, we won't have the girls' game. That'll be over on Kentucky Wesleyan Station and on the live stream on Flow Sports. But we'll have the men's action at 7:45. Download the Owensboro Radio app. You can listen anywhere in the world. Follow along out there on social media where we're streaming right now. You can listen on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you consume your podcasts, and you can text us throughout the show on the Green River Area Federal Credit Union text line 270-903-0389.
Before we get to what the big trophy's here for, listen, we do a lot of live reads, but I got a special one today.
Okay.
This is for Coach Briggins.
Okay.
If you're listening.
Yep.
Now, you forgot your wife's birthday.
Oh.
Okay. You forgot your anniversary live on air.
Yeah, that's rough.
All right, so there's 2.
After making a New Year's resolution that you would do better.
He's going to be more in tune to his wife.
Sure.
It is Valentine's Day this weekend.
Sure.
And you can go to Nick T. Arnold's, or you can shop online at NTA.com. 50% off jewelry purchase, 100% off anything over $599. Coach Briggs. It's Valentine's Day.
You got it.
You got this.
Thanks to Coach Briggs for making us look good.
Oh, I know.
I mean, he does a good job in doing that, so we appreciate that as always. We got the national champs in the house, Green River Area Federal Credit Union guest of the game, Burns Middle School cheer national champs. Welcome, coaches Robin Evilhair, Sarah Lanham, the class of 98 represent, guys.
That's
How y'all doing?
right. Absolutely. Super excited to be here.
Do they really green like you do now?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just asking.
No, they're
all
Burns
blue. They're still. They didn't.
I found 2 Apollo alumni that actually stayed.
They're not traitors like you are, Stevie. They're now bleeding green.
Took me a long time, but But
no, I still bleed blue. All my kids go there.
Absolutely.
I mean, low key. I mean, if you listen to Live at 5, I think it's still buried.
Oh, I know, deep down. I know.
But guys, congratulations, Robin. We'll start with you. Talk about what you guys have been up to over there, Burns. I mean, we see cheer taking off at the high school level, and obviously, just like any other sport, right? You have to have those feeders. Talk about the program over there at Burns.
Yeah, I've been the head coach at Burns for 22 years. When I took over, I was really young, and I just loved cheer, and the position came open, and I kind of had to be coerced into it because I didn't know what I was doing. And, it's kind of like the rest is history. I took over. I mean, cheer's been my life since I was in, 3rd grade. And so, I mean, I went to Burns also. So, we both worn the foxes across our chest.
Yeah.
So the idea of getting to coach there has really been just phenomenal. So, like I said, I started 22 years ago. We weren't really competing UCA yet at that point. It took a little while to kind of build the momentum, get a strong program going. It just takes a lot of time and energy. And after, several years, we started competing the UCA, which is Universal Cheerleading Association regionals. And honestly, the first couple of years that I did that, we did not get a bid to go to nationals, but that was like the goal ultimately. So we just kept going for it every single year. And eventually we got our first bid. back in 2013. And we were allowed to head to nationals at that point. And ever since then, I guess you could say the rest is history, right?
Yeah.
I'm amazed.
It culminates in a national championship.
Any kind of like middle school program that gets a coach to hang around 22, like that is unheard of.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
as a guy that coached baseball and different sports, to have someone at a middle school program, I mean, kudos to you. I mean, you have to love it to do it. And,
yes,
you know, when the announcement was made, I've seen, we put the video out there. I've got to ask, what was the first thing going through your guys' minds?
Oh, my gosh. I cannot even tell you. Like I said, we've been trying for this since 2013. This has been a dream of mine. Even when we were kids, we watched nationals on TV because ESPN always broadcasted in the spring, and you get a little snippet of the teams. And I always thought, wow, that would be so amazing to just get to go. And I'm telling you, at that moment, I mean, we came out of semis in first.
That was history making. We had never done that before.
Never.
So that was like we were already
just over the moon.
Oh, yeah, like super
cloud nine.
excited that we had even accomplished that. We already we've made school history. We let everybody know that we finished first in semis because we had never done that before.
And we were up by 1.4 points. And in the game day division, I mean, these titles are normally tenths of a point away from each other. So we were already like 1.4. Oh my gosh, this is insane.
Got this thing locked in.
Insane.
Did it cross your mind that you could, with that big of a margin in there?
At that point, we were feeling really confident. Yeah. And it was freezing in Florida at this point, and we had to practice outside. And so when you talk to girls in a little bit, they may, that might be a core memory for them. But we had like a really intense practice with our choreographer. We looked at our score sheets and just kind of saw where we were falling behind just a little bit. And so we really honed in on those areas. And so going into finals, we were really confident. And they nailed that routine, and we felt so good going in.
All the other teams are doing the exact same thing. You get your score sheets, you get the judges' comments, and it's great to have a semifinals and not just be like a one and done. And so you want to hone in on those, but all the other teams behind you are doing the exact same thing. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, what if they pick up on something and they do it that much better? Or what if something that you didn't plan for happens, which in our case absolutely did. 2 different scenarios that we had never planned for did happen in our final performance.
How tough is it, being a sports guy, but I'm a sports guy where the bucket goes in, and this team scored 2 points more than the other. I physically saw it. And this is more of a judging situation where when the competition, you do your final routine, and in your mind, you're sitting there thinking, we just nailed it. We're winning this thing.
Have we had that feeling every time we've gone?
Right.
Yes.
But
we just won the national title.
There's people who are, they're judging it with a point system where it's not that it's, and they're great judges. I'm not saying that, but it's still a lot of
subjective.
Very subjective, and so you don't know.
Yeah, so we were listening to the names get called, and it came down to third place. And when they called the third place, which was Eagleville Middle School, they were in second, and so we were already 1.4 away from them already. And so when they called third, I know
who finished in second.
Starksville.
So
Starksville,
when they were making that announcement, you were listening for that B for the B.
Yes. That's all.
I've been there.
All, yes.
Whenever LME was up for Station of the Year, it was WLME versus WEKU, and
well, they announced,
I need that L. I need to hear that L.
They announced where they're from, and they're like, and from in second place from, and they tell you where they're from, and so
So you knew then, right?
We knew then. And
they have to announce.
I had a good feeling when they announced third, but, we've seen before where somebody has come from fourth and they end up winning. And, I mean, we were squeezing each other's hands and we were sweating and the hearts were racing. The girls they're down. And when they called, I just about fell to the floor.
We did. We actually did. You can watch us. We are standing in the back. And then both of our faces do I
was like, oh my gosh.
And we both drop and you don't see us. And then we're like the first ones to jump up, and you do see us again.
I'll tell you how good a coaches are, Steve. This is the quiet I've ever heard a cheerleading team in my entire life.
Listen, we've had full teams in here, and you can usually barely hear over them out there. They're locked into the show.
They are.
Sarah, I want to get a little background on you while we got you in here. Talk about your cheer career and what you've got going on.
All right, I'm gonna go a little deeper than Robin.
Okay.
So we actually met cheering at ODCYFL. We both made an all-star team, and that's when we locked in with cheer. We cheered all the way through Burns together, cheered all the way through Apollo together, cheered in college together at Brushy University. We were the first graduating class to go through with it being a university. Then we actually cheered at Cheer Zone All-Stars on an open squad, co-ed open squad together. And then I took over at Apollo and started coaching there and coached cheerleading at the high school level for 14 years. And I was the recruiter, like knowing that the middle school was feeding into my program. And I was like, she's here and she's teaching, like, why not? And we were both coached under Nancy Schmiel, which is
legendary.
She is legendary in herself. Has a national title at KWC actually for college collegiate cheer. But once I got her in and knowing that we were both driven and had the same goals, like, we went to nationals together for the first time, me taking Apollo, her taking Burns. And then I left after I got it, like, a bigger family and felt like I needed to go be a mom and instead of having other people take my kids to practice. And then after I left for a while, she recruited me back in.
I love that story gives me hope. If they can be friends that long, it gives me hope with you, Steve.
Oh, good.
We're only like 7
not only
years
that,
in.
but like I think a lot of high school coaches could take note. You just talked about feeder programs. I think sometimes there's a big disconnect. Like,
there
is.
Oh,
I mean, it's great to have that feeder.
Yeah, that was great. So I've had all three of my girls go through the program, and it's great, like, to have that connection, because I also know, like, what they're doing at the high school. And Apollo's been great to work with, but just know, like, we stayed at the same. So after I took a hiatus for a little while, now we're both at 22 years and you have the same dreams. You're driven the same way. The structure of Burns Middle School and what Robin created, like, to me, it's top notch. Like, it is a very well structured middle school program, and it's hard not to want to be a part of it. Like,
there you go. And that's what generates.
I was going to say that
you
kind
have
of
to have
proves
that
it right
to win
there.
national champion. Before we get the girls in here, tell us about the team. About this particular group.
They're very special. I have a large group of 8th graders this year. There's 11 of them, and they were all on competition team. Several of them have been 4-year members, because you can be on Burns as a 5th grader. And we started doing that, 3 or 4 years ago. It's just because I felt like if I had a little bit more time with them, I could develop them, in their basic skills a little bit more, which would benefit them, obviously, in the long run. So we have several 4 years. They are a funny group of girls. They are hilarious. They talk a lot, but hey,
Made a pleasant trip to Orlando, though, right? Hanging out with them, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know this group could be special early? Like, before, when you started this year early, getting ready, did you felt like it could be special?
We had a lot of returners, and we talked, and we're like, wow, this year's going to be really something. We felt like that from the beginning. And don't get me wrong, there were hard days, good day, and everything in between, which what cheer season isn't, or any season of sports isn't like that anyways. But when we had choreography back in July, that was 4 days, we knew we had something. We allow them to have, some input into what we're doing. We always ask them, like, do you like this? What can we do better? And we have a really good relationship like that. And it's really good when you have a lot of returners, because they have the experience and they trust us and they really believe in us. And I think that really makes a really good team when we are very open and honest about everything. And that's what they want. And, we've had this conversation about, rules and expectations, and they want that. They like structure, and we've seen the results of that. So honestly, this is really them.
They were locked in. They were the ones finding a practice spot when our areas got closed in Orlando, because the temperature was 24 degrees.
Yeah.
We were in Orlando. They were putting on 3 pair of leggings. They brought coats. They had hoodies. They had sweatshirts, scarves, and they were out there and committed the full time to 2 hours and 24. I mean, it did warm up, but like, they were out there doing it, knowing that our practice spot that is like designated got closed, and what can we do, and how about this? And when you're that locked in and you're that committed, and you have the same drive that your coaches do, like there have been times when we felt like, do we want it more than they do? And this was
been
not
there, done that.
And this was not that team. Like, it just it was a little different from the beginning. Like,
and they're such. Not only are they good athletes, but they are also great students.
That's
and
the
great,
word.
and great role models.
That's the word I think you
classroom.
commit, or that you said that as I got into this job and started interviewing some different cheerleaders around for different things that we do, I think it gets missed around here. In just the general public is how much of athletes these young ladies are. Like I'm not so convinced that the best athletes in the third region aren't all the cheerleading teams.
Yeah,
like it's
These
unbelievable
girls,
what they go through.
We practice 5-6 days a week, and then when basketball season starts, we normally at least have one game a week. We have gymnastics that we go to at Cheer Zone, and then we have like game practices where we practice just for our basketball games, football games, and then the weekends we are competition, and they're here for it because
there you go.
And I think also these girls had a little bit of like a chip on their shoulder because last year we got 4th. We only missed 3rd by 0.3 of a point, 0.7 of a point from 2nd, and 1.4 from 1st. And we did not want to have that happen again. I mean, we've been in the top 5 in the game day division for the past 8 years.
Yeah, since 2017.
Since 2017.
Dynasty.
So we are a force to be reckoned with. It's not just middle school cheer to us. It's a lot more. And it's more than cheer just in general. But, yeah. This was something special. I can't believe we are still.
You guys are still glowing.
You don't understand. It's
the white jacket in school cheer is.
It's like the most coveted thing. You want the white jacket, and it's like. If you aren't a part of the cheer world, you're like, it's a jacket. You can't get this anywhere else.
It's like Augusta National jacket.
Yeah. Like we're all in it. We're wanting the custom design rings. Like, it's just something.
Yeah. I mean,
we're
Nick
in it.
T. Arnold. There you go. Nick T. Arnold.
We
right into it.
Yeah. I think the most important thing is that it's now put a spotlight on our community and Davis County Public Schools in general. I mean, we do have some of the best cheer teams.
Yeah, they just finished second in the nation in there. So
yeah,
I mean,
their high school finished second. Their middle school
finished second.
Also finished second. And then those are just like the top ones. Like we had a whole another division. We competed in 2 separate.
We did.
And even in our traditional division, we got 5th place. Like we're still in the top 5 in the nation in a whole separate division, which isn't, says a lot. And Owensboro it's becoming like a bigger cheer.
The cheer capital of the world.
Yeah. We gave away 3 player of the week.
Moonlight.
Yeah.
We gave away 3. Forget barbecue.
Yes, I did see that.
We are now the cheerleading thing. Yeah, but 3 of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, guys, congratulations.
Thank you so
Soak
much.
it in.
Thank you.
It's awesome. Class of '98 represent, doing big things.
We're
That's
here.
right. Keep it rolling, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, so back to back. We're going back to back.
We'll have you in next year, just the same, right? Thanks
for
very much,
having us.
Coach Lanham, Coach Ebelhair in the house here. We're going to get the young ladies up, have them talk about this incredible experience. They all got the medals on and the white jackets, which we found out is very prestigious. And we'll just get you guys in one at a time here and get rolling. Whoever gets the headset on first goes first. That's going to be the key.
It was Harper.
All right. Harper, how you doing, Harper?
Good.
Good. Congratulations, champs.
Thank you.
Give me. We're going to kind of keep it simple and keep it rolling here. But tell us your favorite memory of the season that's not the national championship.
Probably when we practiced like outside at nationals, we were like all like trying to fix everything and like get it all right so we can win nationals. 24
degrees in Orlando is crazy. I mean, I was kind of jealous. I saw everybody was going down there, and it wasn't that 80-degree weather, and it turned out to be 24. You guys battled through. Give a shout out to somebody out there who you want to give a shout out to on the radio.
My mom's actually the coach, and I like never thought I'd get to experience this with her, and I think it made it more special that I got to experience it with her along me like through the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely. She harder on you than anybody else?
Yeah.
That's the way it goes, right? Young lady, give us your name.
My name's Layla Rhodes.
Hey, Layla, what about your favorite memory when you think back on the season?
I think my favorite memory is most likely, I would say when we're all like locked in practice just like goes really smooth and like, I don't know, just like building a bond with all the girls on the team.
Yeah, that team building, right? Something that'll stay with you. These young ladies, you'll be lifelong friends, right? You look at your 2 coaches, been friends since ODC YFL. I mean, that's a long time, right?
Yeah.
Talk about, give a shout out to somebody out there who helped make all this possible for you.
I'm going to give a shout out to my mom. She's supported me every step of the way ever since I've started.
There you go. Well, what's your mom's name?
Laura Font.
There you go. And young lady, what about you? What's your name?
Mallory Keller.
Congratulations, national champ. Like the white jacket, big deal here. And give us your favorite memory of the season.
My favorite memory of the season was probably like when we all practiced together and like we had like those fun practices that like I don't know. It just means a lot. Like
I'm hearing it's a really tight group, right? Really good group of friends. You have to enjoy each other's company if you're going to go win a national championship.
Yeah.
Give a shout out to somebody who helped make it possible for you out there.
I'd say my dad because like my mom was with me like all the other years, but this year he really stepped up and like he tried to be there and he like left work and everything and like he really like
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, you got to have that support, right? What's your mom and dad's name?
Meredith and Chris Keller.
Love it, man. Congratulations, ladies. We'll get
Thank
the next
you.
group in here. Soak it in, you know. It's a big deal. Be national champs, represent the community well. We'll get the next set of 3 in here as we're being joined. Green River Area Federal Credit Union guests of the game. It's the Burns Middle School cheerleading team here. National champs, fresh off their trip to Orlando in a balmy 24 degrees down there. There's next set of girls coming in here. And we'll get you first. What's your name, young lady?
Macy Lee.
Macy, and what's your favorite memory of the season?
I have to say my favorite memory was definitely the Christmas party at Coach Robbins' house and just spending time with my teammates.
It seems to be a theme.
Yeah.
The team camaraderie. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I think it's awesome. Great team building. Give a shout out to somebody out there.
I'll give a shout out to my parents and my sisters.
You have to say their names so they'll know who you're talking about.
My mom, Beth Lee, and my dad, Charles Lee, and then my sisters, Emily and Madison Lee.
Love it. Then we'll move to you, young lady. What's your name?
Anna.
Anna, congratulations, national champs.
Thank
Still feeling pretty good off that?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And tell us about your favorite memory this season.
I would probably say state because even though it wasn't the outcome that we wanted, it really pushed us to try harder for nationals.
I like it. Yeah. So you know where you knew where you needed to improve to bring this trophy back, right?
Yeah.
All right. And give a shout out to somebody out there who made all this possible for you.
Probably my sister Ella Belt. She really inspired me to do cheer and just made me a better athlete.
That's awesome. She had cheer too?
She did.
Awesome. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Get your name, young lady.
Maggie Blair.
Maggie, and tell us about your favorite memory of the season.
My favorite memory is probably the clinics because I like connecting with all the younger kids and showing them what we could do.
Oh, so mentoring the future group, right? That's awesome. Yeah, good stuff. Give a shout out to somebody out there.
I'm gonna shout out my parents because with them I wouldn't be here.
What's your parents' name?
Audra Blair and Dustin Blair.
Awesome. Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
National champs. We'll get the next set of young ladies in here. 3 at a time here for the Burns Middle School Cheer National Champs in the house. Oh, there you go. Welcome to Live at 5. How are you?
Good, how are you?
What's your name?
Charlie Tennell.
Hey, Charlie, and tell us your favorite memory of the season.
Definitely the football games where I'm practicing with all my friends and it's just a lot of good memories.
Yeah, the football game. So that's the first time we've heard that. A great group of young ladies you get to hang out with here, winning the national title. Give a shout out to somebody out there who made this possible for you.
Definitely my parents.
Having to take you to all those practices 5 and 6 days a week. I mean, do you enjoy practice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They're really fun with all my friends.
That's good. I mean, it's good. That's how you win a national title, I guess, when you're devoted to practice. Get your name, young lady. Give us your name.
My name's Annabelle Hayden.
Hey, Annabelle, and what about your favorite memory of the season?
It's probably at regionals when we were able to win our routine in both traditional and game day.
Love it, man. And give a shout out to some folks who made this possible for you.
Probably my mom, Heather Hayden. She was with me all along through this, and she's the one who encouraged me to try out.
Takes a big support system to get to practice 5 and 6 days a week and make a national championship possible. Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
Enjoy it. Yes, very much. And I believe we've got one more group. Is it one more group? Yep. All right, let's do it. Burns Middle School national champ cheer in the house. Green River Area Federal Credit Union guests of the game. Got the 3 to save the best for last, didn't they?
Yeah.
Is that how it worked? Give us your name, young lady.
Madison Austell.
Madison, give us your favorite memory of the season.
My favorite memory is probably winning regionals.
I like that's the second time we've heard that one. That's good. And talk about practicing that 24-degree weather. How was that?
I feel like it definitely did help us because, like, even though it was super cold, I feel like it really got us, like, ready and, like, set the mood and, like, tone for nationals.
It was like you got to grind, right? It's not
Yeah.
going to be 80 and sunny. We're going to do it in the 24-degree weather. Give us a shout-out to somebody who helped make it possible for you.
I'm going to give a shout out to my grandma, Connie Ford, and my mom, Mary Austell, for being there with me.
I love it. And young lady, give us your name.
My name's Tatum.
Hey, Tatum, and what's your favorite memory of the season?
My favorite memory would be the Christmas party at Miss Robbins' house.
Christmas party was a happening event, I think. It sounded like it sounds like a good time. Tell us about some folks who made this possible. Give a shout out.
My shout out is going to go to my parents. They pay the bills and they work.
Oh, that's a great answer. I tell you what, you could talk to my kids. They could certainly use a lesson like that. Give us your parents' name.
Lindsay and Ryan Mantooth.
Oh, there you go. That's a good group right there. Now we'll pass it over here and get your name, young lady.
Ashlyn Odd.
Ashlyn, and give us your favorite memory of the season.
My favorite memory of the season was probably just being with my teammates all around and just creating a bond with each and every one of them.
That's a good answer. And give us a shout out to somebody who made this possible for you, or whoever, a couple people maybe who made it possible for you.
I want to thank my mom and my dad, Natalie and Jason Odd. I also want to thank my coaches, Miss Robin and Miss Lanham, and I also want to thank my younger sister, Bree.
There you go. That's a good list right there. And congratulations, ladies. Live it up, national champs. And we appreciate you guys for coming by. Thank you very much. And that'll do it. Is everybody? That's everybody. Congratulations to the Burns Middle School cheer team in the house here today on Live at 5, courtesy of Green River Area Federal Credit Union. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the Super Regionals. I'll grab Vic. It's Live at 5, 102.7 The Game.
PSC Fiber is building the region's fastest fiber optic network to deliver essential internet to Perry, Spencer, and DuBois counties. With the customer service and tech support you expect from neighbors, access to high-speed, reliable internet has a positive impact on economic development and social well-being. The ways we communicate have changed a lot in over 70 years, and PSC Fiber is always leading the way. Call 800-511-4899 or visit us at pscfiber.net to see how PSC Fiber is here for you.
Southwire in Hallsville has been family-owned since 1950 and strives to be generationally sustainable for years to come. They are one of the leading manufacturers of wire and cable used in the transmission and distribution of electricity. Southwire delivers power to millions of people around the world. Their mission, to be a preferred provider of solutions to the electrical industry by providing innovative products and services with exceptional quality and delivering on our promises. They also are proud supporters of all Hancock County athletics. Go Hornets!
From backyard grills to big events, there's one sauce that delivers every single time. Van Atten's award-winning Pitmaster barbecue sauce brings bold flavor, rich smoke, and pit-perfect taste to whatever's on your grill. Pick your favorite, original, sweet heat, or hot and spicy, and bring winning flavor to every bite. Shop the sauce now at VanAttensBarbecue.com and follow Van Atten's Pitmaster barbecue sauce on Facebook. Van Atten's, where flavor wins.
It's game on every weekday from 5 to 8 in the morning with Unsportsmanlike, brought to you by Floor Concepts. Catch Evan, Canty, and Michelle breaking down the biggest stories, the boldest takes, and the realest reactions only on 102.7 The Game, your home for ESPN Radio. Unsportsmanlike delivers the passion every true sports fan craves, brought to you by Floor Concepts, where design meets durability. That's Unsportsmanlike, weekday mornings 5 to 8, only on 102.7 The Game.
This is Travis Holtree from Foreman Watson Holtree. You know, I recognize that there is a stigma against personal injury lawyers, and I understand that stigma because of some of the ways that personal injury lawyers portray themselves. But at Foreman Watson Holtree, we are real people helping real people with their injuries. We are your one call for injury law. Foreman Watson Holtree, dedicated to you, committed to justice. FWHlegal.com.
Getting sick was not on my to-do list today. 3 conference calls, the kids have practice, and we need groceries. Who has time for a sinus infection? Fortunately, Owensboro Health Urgent Care offers convenient virtual visits. No long lines or waiting rooms, just quality health care from anywhere that works for me. Now that fits my schedule. For life's ups and downs, choose Owensboro Health Urgent Care. Start your virtual visit at owensborohealth.org.
Hey, Chris, can you fix my leak?
Yes, we can. Hi, I'm Chris Estes, owner of Above All Roofing and Seamless Gutters. From your windows leaking air to installing new energy-efficient windows, we can do it. 313-4275. Gutters leaking, past few rains? Get new 5 or 6-inch gutters with guards. You have a roof leak? We can install a premium roof on your house or business. We have an affordable solution for all your leaks. 270-313-4275.
When something goes wrong with your plumbing, it never happens at a good time. It happens fast, and it needs fixed fast. Call RFI Plumbing. We're local, licensed, fully insured, and ready to handle everything from emergency leaks to everyday repairs and full plumbing projects. No guesswork, no runaround. Just clear communication, quality work, and a good job done right. When it matters most, trust the local pros at RFI Plumbing.
Let's get back to Live at 5 with Steve and Coach on 1027 The Game.
Live at 5, brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtry, FWHlegal.com. Stephen A. Turner, Vic Evans here in the Floor Concept Studios. I loved the energy of the national champs. Kind of needed it today. I'm dragging a little bit. We got to still have a game to do later.
No matter what you think, anytime you have a school here in Owensboro that wins a national title,
yeah,
I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Those young ladies are very well spoken.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I hate to ask the same question, and people are like, well, you ask the same question, but it makes it easier for them. They're nervous about being on the radio, number one. And then you got to rush them in and out of here. If I could have sat and talked to them a little bit, I think they all would have probably had a good amount of time. We'd probably be able to do the whole show.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And I will say this. Out of that whole thing came out the second best liner that's ever come out of Live at 5, and that's thanks, Mom and Dad, pay the bills.
Yeah.
I mean, that is
they pay
classic.
the bills.
That is classic.
But the thing is, it's like that's lost on a lot of kids, though.
Yeah.
You know? So you got to respect that.
Listen, I've seen the bills with those cheerleaders,
right?
Yeah, there you
go.
I've seen those cheerleading bills.
Yeah.
That's a big bill.
Oh, for sure. There's no doubt about it. No doubt.
A monster bill. I'm in the wrong business, baby.
Yeah.
I need to be holding cheerleading competitions.
Yeah, we all graduated. You know, Robin and Sarah both graduated in 98. I graduated in 98. Apollo class 98.
Why do they look so much younger than you?
Well, you know, I don't know. I've been through a lot.
It must be. It must be. I'm just curious.
I was looking on the way over. I've been shaved in like a week, and then I'm like, man, I don't have hardly any dark hair left. It's almost all gray in my beard. It's crazy.
I mean,
like, man, just every day I age like 5 years or something.
Well, I mean, it's just part of getting older, Steve.
Yeah, they say you get older, you get wiser. I'm not feeling like I'm getting that kind of progress.
I mean, you
getting older.
Well, I mean, if you just get a click wiser, that's a big upgrade for you.
Huge. Before we get in the LA 5, really quick, I did want to comment. We did have a question about coverage, right? Like they want the coverage of wrestling.
Yes.
Specifically wrestling. We've also had this in other sports with soccer a lot, really. Soccer's the biggest one that we get the most about. Soccer's a little easier. We do touch on soccer more than we do wrestling.
Yes.
The reason why that is because the KHSCA's website makes everything so efficient that you can just click on it and kind of keep up with what's going on even when you're not attending the games.
Right.
To be clear.
Right.
Because, I mean, we're only two people.
And
I say that. We're a crew of about 8. But everybody works full time, right? Some people work 3 jobs.
Well, not just that. When you do as many games as we do, you know, there's a whole other day that you're doing a broadcast somewhere.
You could also take me to a soccer game, and I wouldn't know the first thing about what's going on.
Right.
So there's that.
I don't know if I need you talking about soccer.
No, you don't. No one needs that.
Please.
It's kind of like when we try to do Thunderbolts Live. If you heard us the other night talking about hockey, well, that's about what you get when it's soccer. But with wrestling, it's really hard because there's not like a site you can click on to get match results or anything like that.
Records, anything.
Here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to propose. And this show was built on promoting student athletes.
100%.
And I love talking about.
And no matter what we do, we love talking to NFL and college football. But still, over half our time, it's about local high school athletes because this is what this show's about.
So what I'm saying with the whole roundabout point, I'm not trashing the guy for wanting it. I mean, they deserve it. They work just as hard. Wrestling practices just as much as, I mean, just like cheer that was just in here. They're practicing 5 and 6 days a week. My thing is if somebody wants to email the results in,
We'll talk about them.
Certainly read them on the air and get the kids recognized. I mean, I don't know if we're going through every result, but we can certainly get the winners and runners up in the weight divisions. I would love to do it. And it's hard because I'm kind of ignorant to it. Like, wrestling was big. My buddy Big Matt is a huge wrestling guy. He came from the East Coast.
Well, you would want to know who gave the best figure four.
Exactly.
That's your wrestling.
Yes, 100%.
Hey, he's got a great figure four.
Anybody tap out or like anybody get put to sleep or leg drop, anything like that? And there's no top rope, I hear, in wrestling
no,
locally.
there's not.
But no, I mean, I would, like I say, I'm kind of ignorant to it. So, like, points wise, like if you wanted to send in like the results of the overall team and then maybe some individuals, if you wanted to start sending those in to us here, whether it's DM, email, whatever, hit us up, social media. We'll roll with it. I guarantee you we'll highlight the kids. We have no problem with that.
My wrestling knowledge is Dan Gable.
Yeah. I mean, Kurt Angle. I mean, he's Olympic gold medalist.
At least Dan Gable. Well, that's right. Kurt Angle did too.
He did. No, he was with a broken freaking neck.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you knew that or not, but no, we'll move on. But I definitely want to touch on that because if you want your kids highlighted, I completely understand.
100%. And not just wrestling.
We have no idea.
If it's bowling, if it's lacrosse, if it's whatever it is, send the stuff in. We'll talk about it. Like we do.
If you're an avid listener Live at 5, you may know we're clueless. So there's that.
There you go. I mean, I'll give a perfect example. Coach Price, the golf coach at Calicut, that summer series, every event they have, I get the results from.
Yeah.
And it gives us something to talk about in the summer because there's not a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have no problem with that. But it's a lot. Some of those sports, because of our manpower and the everything else that we're doing, it's hard to go find those results. I wouldn't even know where to go to find wrestling results anywhere.
Know. Or if you
or send me our website.
If somebody had an app or something, I'm sure that's a thing. Whatever you can do to help the coverage along, we would certainly appreciate it, and we'll get it covered or get it highlighted, I should say, to the best of our ability. Let's move into our Van Atten's Pitmaster barbecue sauce. LA5, award-winning Pitmaster barbecue sauce. From backyard grills to big events, they make it pit perfect every time. Be sure and follow Van Atten's on Facebook and find their award-winning sauces at Reed's Orchard and Hillview Farms here in Owensboro. Van Atten's is where flavor wins.
Hey, they picked up a night for hospitality room during the third region tournament.
That's a win for the third region.
That's a great win for the third region for Van Atten's night. And I'm
still looking for restaurants.
We'll still take some more. We still
you hear that, restaurants? This is the biggest thing that we do. We just talked about highlighting kids. The only thing bigger that people love more than that, I guess, is feeding, getting fed, right?
And like I said, you get a third region tournament package. We're not asking you just to donate the money. You're going to get a boatload of advertising to go with it, and in the biggest event in the region.
If you're like a local business restaurant that does a little bit of catering, maybe you want to get your name out there, there's no better way to do it than the third region tournament. You're going to feed a ton of people and get a lot of coverage for that
Bernie's
event.
may even do a night. They're thinking about it.
Bring it back. You kidding me? The best concession stand food in history.
There you go.
And I've been to a lot of major league parks. I'm telling you right now, the River Dogs nachos will not be topped.
They will not.
They will not be topped.
Without a doubt. Let's get to Van Atten's LA5. Question number 1. We'll start right off the top. A lot of moving parts about this, but talk seemed to be, I know at the AD conference the other day, there were some proposals made for super regionals. Mm-hmm. And some of them, I think the idea of a super regional has a lot of traction. There's a couple of proposals out there that gain more traction than others. One plan has it being a 12-team super regional, and you get your rankings based on the district tournament. So you would add a game to the district tournament. You'd have the 2 first-round games. The winners would meet for the district winner and runner-up, but the losers of the first-round game would meet for the third-place team that would go on to a super regional. And then your district winners would get buys and host the round of 8. Your district runner-ups would host a different district's third-place team as what would be your first round.
Yeah.
What do you think of that proposal where everything was based on the outcomes of the district tournament and district tournament only?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like this proposal. I don't think it does anything. I mean, I don't think it does. I don't necessarily. What I'm basically getting at, if you're going to change the system that we have now, it needs to be an upgrade. Mm-hmm. I don't see this as an upgrade. I think, I mean, you're having, number one, you're eliminating one district game, one elimination game in each district.
Yes.
So your district tournament.
For the 10th, you will not even have a district elimination game.
Right. In theory, they all make it,
yep.
right?
No, not in theory. They all will.
I know, but that can't happen either. Like, that's not fair. They're right off the rip. Like, you're going to send a team home from every district but the 10th because they have less numbers. That's not really fair.
No.
So that's weird. Number two, you're taking an elimination game out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the ADs, and looking at it from, I always look at it from a fan perspective and an entertainment perspective. I understand the ADs and the admins have to do a job, and that's revenue for them, right? I mean, these district games, these big tournament games are revenue makers for their athletic departments. Completely understand that. And that's, sometimes it's harder to wrap your mind around it when you're on the outside, right? If you're on the inside and doing budgets and stuff, that's certainly a key component. But I would caution them on thinking that adding this game in, this extra elimination loser goes home game, is going to create revenue. I would disagree, because it literally makes.
Well, it's going to create some because it's going to create some because it's a game you weren't going to play anyway.
I don't know.
I mean, even if only 3 people show up, it created revenue.
Not necessarily, because let me paint this picture for you. The first round district games mean absolutely nothing.
Correct.
They mean nothing. Like, nobody's going home. So
Yes.
why would the crowd come out like the average fan?
So you're saying overall the district
may attendance, when
lose.
you add it up at the end,
may lose.
I'm not saying that it's going to be less. I'm just saying that I'm not sure that it's going to be a lot more.
Okay.
I mean because the first round district games, think about it. Like this coming up 9th district tournament, Davis County, Owensboro.
Mm-hmm.
There might be 100 people there. I mean, just to be honest. I mean, in this scenario, because neither team's going home.
Right.
And you have a pretty good idea who's going to win the game.
Right.
Apollo Catholic, I mean, people probably still show up to that. It's a big district game, right?
But once again, it doesn't really mean anything because you win or lose, you get to play
You're still
again.
going to play tomorrow. So if you're an Apollo fan or a Catholic fan, you're working late, you're not going to try to go that extra mile to get to the game. You're just going to be like, well, I'll catch them tomorrow when they play in an elimination game or in a district championship.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, I just don't see the appeal to this at all. For me, the whole point of a super regional is to get the best possible tournament, right? I mean, and I think you can do that while creating revenue as well.
Well, and here's what you are, and just to be devil's advocate for teams, you've got to look at because you got to be able to get something passed if you want a super regional.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think no matter what you get, it's going to be a hodgepodge of different things because you have so many different. You have some subsets of schools, and some are like, hey, just put everybody in and let's play. You have some that want to get the round of 8 away from the sports center and want more home games for these. Mm-hmm. So you got to try to make them happy to get their votes. You got schools that it's all about trying to piece it together where you can get enough votes. My thing about this is, and this is something you and I've been talking about for a while. I'm not necessarily opposed to this. But if you're going to do this,
I think you just leave it if you're going to do that.
Well, no, if you're going to do this, what I would do is just make your district, because also this keeps the district tournament important. Some people, they want to keep the district tournament to mean something.
Yeah, it's never going to. But
it's very simple. I got the way it makes it mean something.
Yeah.
You play
Hang
the
banner.
you play the 4 districts. Like, I would much rather just say, you know what, this is all now one tournament. We play the 4 district tournaments, and the winners move on to the semifinals and championship game of the regional tournament.
That too.
No, but I know that, but I'm just saying this is what this reminds me of. Now, the other problem I have with this and what I hate about it, and I don't know if there's a good answer. Like, I'm not saying I wouldn't vote for this if this was the option. I know
it's not a bad option.
Right.
I'm not completely closing the door on it. I don't think it's an upgrade from the current version that we have now.
The other thing, my biggest complaint that I would have for this type of tournament this type of tournament is we're already looking for ways to make the regular season more relevant. All right?
I think that's got to be one of the most important things you need to look at.
But this way they do this one is you're talking about being completely irrelevant. There is not a relevant game in the whole 30 that you play. Your district games are no longer relevant because part of what your district games being relevant is
seeding.
It's seeding.
Yeah.
Hey, like if you're at Owensboro, you would really like to get out of the 4 hole because of having to face Davis County. And so those games against Apollo and Catholic are huge. Well, now it's like it doesn't matter what I do because all I got to do is beat Catholic. I just got to beat the 3 seed. If you're Hancock, and no offense to this school I'm going to name, opinion, but if you're Hancock County, like your thing is, man, over there, no offense, but you would love to be the 1 seed because you get to play Cloverport. Well, now, even if you're Hancock County, none of your games against Breck or mean anything because all you got to do is beat Cloverport in the elimination game.
Right.
All right. And then, so that's
in theory, but I mean, would that even feel like a tournament to you?
Well,
it's not think about. Listen, okay,
I could live with this if they'll make one change.
Just stop and think back to when they rotated the first round.
Mm-hmm.
The regional tournament was literally the Final Four. The games that were on site. Think back to the attendance of those games.
Yeah.
They were miserable.
Listen,
they weren't very good.
Here's one thing, we've got it pulled up on the live stream for people out there. You can see it that we put up there. Knowing what the tournament was, the one big change I would love to see them make if this gets approved, okay, is the four district champions host a home game in the round of 8. Okay, all right. And then what the plan, I think, is you play 2 on Monday night, 2 on Tuesday night. So let's just say this one. On Monday night, Davis County would be hosting a game. Grayson would be hosting a game. I'm just picking out winners here. Then on Tuesday night, Ohio County would host a game. Breck would host a game. That's your round of 8. Then on Wednesday and Thursday, I'm assuming you play the girls. What I would love to see, because I think that hurts the fan. Like I may want to see Grayson play Calachi, and I may want to see Davis County play Owensboro, but I can't. They're played the same night. To give the regular season a little bit of meaning, why don't you do it the 4 district champions, the top 2 with the highest RPI, host the pod. So when you have that game, instead of being, so this year it would be Davis County Grayson. So on Monday night, there's 2 games at Davis County High School. If you want it on a home field, and then everybody goes, those 2 teams go play Davis County, because now a fan can go watch both of those games. And on Tuesday night, I can go to Grayson County and watch both of those games. I'm not picking and choosing second round regional Elite 8 games that I don't get to see.
Right. Yeah, I mean, again, that's the thing. What all those things you're talking about is so convoluted that I'm having a hard time at wrapping my mind around why you would want to change it, because you're really poo-pooing on the first round. Number one, I don't love the idea of splitting up the boys and the girls in different locations, especially when you have 2 schools that might have teams in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because, I mean, then all of a sudden you're playing in Edmondson one night and you're playing in, Butler the next.
They would split up
But yeah, you're split up. But at the end of the day, when you make it into the regional tournament, and I know people are I'm not trying to bring this debate up, but it is where it is. No matter where the tournament is, even if you moved it from the Sports Center to somewhere else, all the games are in one location.
Yep, and I can go see all of them.
And you can go see them all, right? I mean, and to me, that's a very important thing. I would caution people in thinking that if you're going to move these things all around and you're going to raise the attendance, I would caution you on that. I do not think that especially if there's live streaming involved. I mean, then I would really caution you on it. So, and I mean, I just said yesterday how hard it is, and here I am sticking my foot in my mouth, but it's true. I mean, I'm just looking at it from a fan perspective. For me, it should, the number one goal, I mean, this doesn't matter to the ADs at all. So, I mean, this is never going to make a hill of beans to nobody,
right,
except the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Is fixing the regular season. Like, these games don't mean anything.
If you made me king of the 3rd region, what I would do, and this will never happen because teams won't do it, you got 15 teams in the 3rd region.
Yeah.
All right? You would play 14 regional games. All right? 7 at home, 7 on the road.
Okay, I got that.
Right? And then
that's me.
So basically, then you would have standings.
Okay.
All right. And then what I would do is, the way I would work it is, because then what I think it does, all right, so if you want to have a 12 teams, then you can do this, because those regular season matchups mean something. Because on a random Thursday night, when Meade is playing Ohio County, that may game be, hey, we win this one, we move up to number 3 in the region record-wise, because you'd be posting like quote-unquote conference standings.
Like conference standings, yeah.
Right. And so a random Thursday night game of Meade versus Ohio may mean the whole world of beans, because now you could do it this way. You can do 1 through 4, the top 4 seeds and those records get buys.
14. I got you on the 14 games. 7 and 7.
Yep, 7 at home, 7 on the road.
Keep your districts the same way
if you want to play Muhlenberg twice, that's fine.
The same way you do it right now. Only play one game. 7 home, 7 away. Keep your districts. The districts are seeded by the records, right? And so same thing. You still go in the same way you're doing right now, okay? But make the district games count. No one gets eliminated in district tournaments, in my situation because district tournaments are meaningless anyway.
They are.
Newsflash. Nobody goes home except these games do have some meaning because all the district game results count in your conference record. Okay. Then when you're done, whoever is the top overall seed gets a bye because there's 15 teams. So in this case, Davis County. We'll just use them in theory.
We'll get a bye.
They'll host Davis County, the 8 seed Muhlenberg, 9 seed McLean. Winner plays Davis County at Davis County.
Think about, we were just sitting there talking, and what is it? Not this week, but maybe it is next week coming up. Grayson's playing Davis County. Game means absolutely zero.
Yeah, but
none.
If Grayson was
But if this was for the 1 seed, all of a sudden the overall 1 seed in the bye, it's one less game you got to play. You're in the 1 seed.
Yeah, and I mean, all your district winners host the quad. All of them. I mean, so in my scenario, you'd have, Davis County host the quad. Grayson's got Cloverport in the first round. They would play the winner of Catholic and Trinity right there. Boom. At Grayson, by the way. Ohio County, they're the 3 seed. They won the 10th, right? So now they're playing Butler County, and they'll get the winner of Edmondson and Breck at Ohio County. And then the 4 quad winners move to the Sports Center, and we have one Final Four that takes place at the Owensboro Sports Center. And not only does that put a ton of weight on winning your district, it puts a ton of weight in the regular season. And even the district games that maybe just a random, I don't know, Hancock County versus Breckenridge County game in district all of a sudden holds a little bit of weight in where you may be seated for the upcoming
100%.
regional tournament.
I would love for a way. My theory, my biggest complaint I have, and not that I wouldn't vote for this if this is the best proposal. I'm not saying it's a bad proposal. Don't take this wrong.
It's not a bad proposal.
But this proposal where all your seeding comes from district tournaments, you've turned high school basketball literally into the NBA that I don't have to watch until April when the playoffs start.
I know.
Because every NBA game regular season means a hill of beans.
Didn't we just talk about what the number one thing for the admins would be revenue, right? If you added meaning to the regular season, I think the revenue in the regular season games goes up. I mean, not all of them. Don't get me wrong. There's still going to be some games no one comes to. It just is what it is. It's 2026. But I do think if, like, Grayson and Davis is going to sell out anyway, right? It just is. I mean, it would sell out in this scenario. It's going to sell out this year. But there's a couple, like Catholic Ohio County, Monday night at Ohio County.
Or that Breck Catholic High game, if you're looking at a
few more people that may make the trip.
Yeah, if you're looking at
we're Catholic, man. We can jump from the 8th seed up to the 6th seed.
How often do you and I look at Wesleyan standings and point systems for the GMAC and stuff like that?
Not only that, but I think it'd be kind of cool to look at through the season, the overall third region standing. I don't know. We don't know anything.
But you'll never get the schools to play every school in the region. Some of them won't.
Yeah, I understand that.
And I'm saying, listen,
I understand.
In my scenario, if you did that, I know it's 14 games, but if Ohio County and Muhlenberg wanted to play twice, that's fine. Game one, if you're going to play somebody twice, is always the first game because you're going to set who's home this year.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you want them playing,
you don't have to lose. That way, you don't have to lose a revenue game.
There you go. You can play your districts.
Sure.
You can play them twice, but one of them goes. The first one goes and counts into the standings.
I don't know if anybody followed any of that, but it is what it is.
That was actually question 1 and 2.
There you go.
Question number 3, Van Adams, LA 5. Here's my big question. It's hard to believe, but Monday, Steve.
We got to go fast.
Monday is Southwire Baseball Softball Media Day presented by Owensboro Health. Starts at 8:30 right here at 102.7 The Game. Also live streamed everywhere. Give me 1 or 2 questions that you'd love to see answered.
I don't have any. I mean, does anything come to mind? I mean, you're already preparing for this, but I mean, I just don't think, is there any like major questions? I guess my questions would be more directed towards Meade or Breck.
I think Meade, the replacement.
Those are my top 4 teams.
The replacement.
Apollo, Catholic,
we're going to get to there.
Breck, and Meade.
I think that's one of the questions.
There you go. That's question 4. I've already got it answered.
Give me your way 2 top 4 later.
That's it.
Okay.
Those are the 4.
I think for me, like and I know they're getting some guys back in injury, but you still have to replace Hale offensively. He was kind of the catalyst of that team. Where does that replacement come from? And then what he did on the mound in the regional tournament. So questions for me, Owensboro. I mean, you got to replace basically your entire starting lineup for the last 3 years. Where does that come from? I think that's a good question. I'd love to see answered. For me too, Breck, because every time I ask Coach Bennett, give me a name I don't know now that I'm going to know at the end of the year. In the last 3 years, they've been monster hits.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious as who's the next Breck that we've ever heard of.
He's going to throw a swerve in there for us.
And then the other thing too is, part of that AD thing was there's some possible changes, at least some proposals made to possibly change who could host a baseball regional. And I'm curious about what coaches think of that. So
that would have been the one. That was the one that immediately came to mind. Changes to regional tournament host sites, and that's something I think that's being discussed. So be good. I mean, I think either way, we got great third region coaches on the softball and baseball side, so it'll be a great media day, and they'll be well represented here on Monday.
Also on the softball side, I'd just like to know, how's that regular season Henderson versus Davis County game going to play out?
Oh man. Yeah, does anybody have anything for the Lady Panthers?
Henderson does.
Yeah.
For
sure.
They kind of dominated that one. You talk about national state champion and runner-up. That's what I'm saying. You got all of a sudden
a little chip on your shoulder.
Yeah, maybe a little chip.
I might have to make an executive decision. We ain't got time for another break.
That's fine. That's no big.
I love the partners, but I got completely lost in talking about regional basketball. It's never going to happen. It's just completely hypothetical. Fairy tale land.
What I'm really looking forward to is, how about the Annie Newman, versus Timmons matchup on the mound and at the plate. That would be really good, fun to watch.
Especially when Annie takes her yard first pitch.
Yeah. Hey, Cameron, I didn't say that, Cameron. It wasn't me. That was Stephen A. Turner.
And then Timmons says, I'll get my bat that I didn't get to use very much, and I'm going to go yard on the next time.
Question number 5 for the LA Van Hatten's LA 5. KUC plays Malone tonight men's basketball. In the point system, Malone's sitting at 9. Outside the conference tournament, Wesleyan's at 6, but 7 and 8. There's, how big is this for Wesleyan to win? Because this would get them I think it wouldn't lock them in the tournament, but it would get them with Malone sitting at 9, a pretty good gap that would Malone or Thomas More would have to make up to knock them out of the conference tournament.
Yeah, it's vital. I mean, it's vital. I mean, let's be clear. If they don't make the conference tournament, I mean, it's a disaster.
Oh yeah, this team's way too good for that.
I'm going to be clear to you. We've already lowered our expectations from Kentucky Wesleyan basketball down to this, right? But that right there is.
I don't think that's expectations for a lot of people. I don't think it's even for Coach Cooper. I think
no. I'm talking about in general. If you grew up a Wesleyan fan, it was national title or bust.
Right
now, it's make the tournament or bust. So we have lowered our expectations
a little bit.
No, a lot of bit.
Well, I think we
have a lot of bit, Vic.
But I also think that's just a complete change of a Division II basketball too.
Still changed your opinion of where Kentucky Wesleyan, in the last 20 years, the opinions is win a national title, just make the tournament. That's a big difference.
Okay.
Not making the conference tournament is something that's unacceptable.
I agree.
At Kentucky Wesleyan.
100%.
And this conference isn't very good. I mean, it just isn't. I mean, it's very balanced across the board. You've dominated your games at home. You've had terrible mental lapses on the road. Handle your business at home, and then let's see what happens. I think
you win tonight and you turn around and win Saturday, you can get a home game.
As if I haven't been honest already. I'm going to tell you, this team needs the 4 seed bad. Because if they have to go on the road, what confidence do we have that they're going to win? They've won 1 game on the road.
No, but I will say the last 3 losses on the road have been really good games. You've had chances to win. I understand
their losses
that.
And they're bad losses. The loss the other day I watched against Ashland made me want to beat my head in the wall. Like, you had 3 possessions late in the game where you went 1-on-1. It's not worked all year. You're in the most vital possessions of your season, and you're going 1-on-1. I don't mean to be super critical. I love these dudes. I want to see the best form. I love Coach Cooper. Anybody that thinks Coach Cooper can't coach doesn't watch their games.
No.
I promise you. The stuff they run is great. It's always other outlying factors that's causing this team to not succeed.
And in the Ashland game, you were tied with 2 minutes to go, and you got 3 straight stops defensively.
Yes.
And then got 3 really bad possessions on the other end.
Just mental lapses.
Yes.
And they're great players. They're like, you have to know, Key goes 1-on-1. Jorge goes 1-on-1. Fatih throws up a hook shot from the free throw line.
Right.
Pass the basketball.
Yep.
If you use what Coach Cooper's giving you, you will thrive. If you don't, you're going to fail, and they failed late. And the foul late in that game, I about came through the live stream. I mean, I just did. It just didn't make sense to me. It's a 1-possession game.
Yep.
And you're fouling with 40 seconds to go. You could get a stop, get the ball back, score. At the end of the day, long, convoluted point coming back to, I think they need to win today. I think they need to beat Walsh on Saturday. You need to, and
Walsh.
If
you win
close,
if you win the next 2, you have a shot at home.
ODU and Findlay are only right there in front of you. They're only a couple tenths of a point in the standings. Not getting into that convoluted mess either. But yeah, Findlay plays tonight. They play Northwood at Northwood tonight. And then ODU and Findlay play each other on Saturday. So if you could get Northwood to beat Findlay tonight, or Findlay to beat Northwood tonight and then lose to ODU, I mean, or beat ODU on Saturday. Sorry, I'm all over the map. If they beat Northwood tonight and then ODU on Saturday, then I think the Wesleyan will leapfrog both of them.
Yeah, there's
Finley goes 1-1. ODU goes 0-1. Then there's a path there for you.
Yep, there's definitely a path there for you to get it. I mean, it's not like you said, and I think people realize, and I didn't realize it until Coach Cooper, or actually it was Coach Neiman, said, there's 20% of the GMAC conference games are outstanding. Like, you still got 20% of your 25%.
Yeah,
it's 1/4 of your schedule.
You still got 5 games left.
You got 5 games. I think you control your own destiny. You go 5-0. You go 4-1. Maybe lose a road game here or there. That one of the 2 road games you got left, split those and win at home. 4-1 probably get you a home playoff game.
And hey, come out and see them because they win at home.
Yeah.
They only lost 1 game all season at home, and I think only 2 in the last 2 years at home. So get out and support them. They need your support when you host a home tournament game. We'll be on WBIO 745.
1027 The Game. Special thanks to Foreman Watson Hultree for sponsoring the preceding broadcast. FWHlegal.com. Tune in next time for Live at 5 on 1027 The Game.